guys, so today we're going to learn how to make our own nail decals. As you can see, I have made some fingernail outlines here on my board, and in case anyone was wondering, this is just a chopping mat that I got from the dollar store, chopping mat cutting board. You can buy more expensive products from beauty supply stores, but I like this. It works just fine, and I got 2 for $1. I've done my nail outlines so I can get kind of the basic idea of the shape I'm going to be doing. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to do 2 different ones today. I'm going to do a thumb and a pointer finger design so you can see the basic different ideas we can do. On my pointer finger, what you're going to want to do is you're going to start with, whatever color you want or a clear base coat. So for one, I'm going to start with, I have short nails, as you can see. I'm going to start with the white. It doesn't have to be perfectly in there, but follow the basic outline. And do just one nice layer of that, not too thick, so it can dry quickly. And then for my thumb, I'm going to do one that starts with a clear. Now I did 1 coat of each, and we're going to let that dry. They say 2 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our timer for 3 minutes just to be safe, and we will be back when it is done. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes. We're going to come back and we're going to do another layer of the clear and another layer of the white, and you're going to continue like that. And I usually do 2 or 3 coats. You can do 4. This is going to be your base coat, so you want it to be nice and solid. Just remember that you have to leave time to let it dry in between each layer, or you're not going to be happy with the end result. Okay, so now that we've let all the layers dry, what I want to do is, the reason I did the white one is because I want my colors to pop. I'm actually going to do colors on that, and so I accidentally did too many layers, but that's fine. And I'm going to do colors so they pop, and we're going to go ahead and paint those on now. And you can do as many layers of that as you need. I guess we don't want it to be too thick, but you do want your colors to look good. Make sure you let it dry in between layers.
Is that my red? Is it?
Okay, so next we're going to draw on a design, and I know that this is specifically for fine details, but if you don't have one of these, you can buy a fine brush in just a craft section or the beauty section. And if you don't want to do that, what I do sometimes, and this takes a lot more trips to the polish, so I don't really like to do that, is I just take a Q-tip and cut it off, and then you can just dip it right in a polish and then draw the lines, but they show up pretty thin when you do it that way. Okay, so I'm not super great at freehand, but we're going to try to do a flower. We'll get the center, get a petal. Okay, and that flower may look a little silly, but I actually got the design from this Easter egg wrap, and I think it's cute. Obviously, I'm not as good of an artist as they are. On this other nail over here, I'm going to do a peace sign to kind of coordinate with the Rasta colors I have going on down there, so we'll see how that turns out. Now, if you do use something like this, they are almost the exact same as nail polish, but their formula is off just by 1 ingredient, and it makes them a little more liquidy or something. I'm not sure. So you have to give them a little extra time to dry, and then once you're done putting that on, you want to give the whole thing some time to completely dry through. I would give it, at least 15-20 minutes, maybe even longer. I'm pretty impatient, and they don't always come off quite how I would expect them to. So maybe a couple hours if you have the time to wait. So an insane amount of time later, And they're finally dry. And what you want to do is you want to very carefully lift up the edges, preferably with a wooden cuticle tool and not a metal edge like I'm doing right now. And you just be ever so gentle. Maybe I should have waited longer, but like I said, I'm impatient. And you want to lift it up off of the sheet. Okay, so I'm going to trim up the edges a bit because I know my nails are not that big. Just like so. And then we're going to do a thin layer of a rapid dry top coat. And you see I did the purple to pink ombre nails, which I just did with a regular old makeup sponge, and I will teach you about that at some point later on. We're gonna, I can't get this sticker to stay straight, this decal I made. We're just gonna quickly place it on the nail. If you put the top coat on beforehand, then obviously there's no movement of this. You don't have to do it that way. Just depends on how you want, but this is the best way to keep it on. We're going to make sure it goes on all the way and finish shaping it on. And once you've gotten that applied how you want, then you can go over it with your rapid dry top coat. So there you have it. We're all done, and now you know how to make your own nail decals. Wasn't that easy peasy? One thing I forgot to mention at the beginning is when you do your nail templates on your chopping board, make sure that you do your nail decals on the opposite side of where you draw the nail templates. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video and have fun making your own nail decals. Don't forget to share and subscribe and leave ideas in the comments.